Hi guys, today I'm going to make a video for you about New England slang, mostly just Massachusetts. So my inspiration for this video was Joey Graceffa because I was watching his video and he and his sister are on a hike with Megan and she says bubbler and Megan asks what a bubbler is, and this is like one of the most common things in my life and it bothers me so much. One time I asked my South African teacher where I could find the bubbler because I was like gonna pass out, and she's like, "What's a bubbler?" Except in a South African accent, and I was like, "A water fountain." And she goes, "Why would you call it that?" And I was like, "Oh, because that's what we call it here. You've lived here for a long time and you've never heard anyone else say bubbler." Okay, but anyway, so I figured no one knows what a bubbler is, so I'm gonna tell everyone all's my slang. So I was real classy for you guys, and I wrote this list on a paper plate. You know, real classy. Real classy. Let's get started. Wicked. Wicked is a word that we use to describe, well, anything. That was wicked awesome. That was wicked cool. Oh my god, she's wicked annoying. I wicked need to go pee. Oh, I'm wicked hungry. Really? Wicked is our word for anything. Wicked is used to describe something awesome, cool, or extreme. Like you guys, you're wicked awesome. Bubbler, or if you're from like Boston area, you call it a bubbler because you don't pronounce the R's. A bubbler is just a water fountain. So you press the little button, you go water fountain. When you ask me where a water fountain is, I think you're talking about like a thing in a park that like spews water out of its mouth. It's like an angel or something. You know what I mean? We call water fountains a bubbler. So when you're here, ask where the bubbler is. We'll understand you better. Pissa is probably my mom's favorite word. Pissa, pissa. Pissa means something really awesome, really bad, or just like a word to describe something. So you can use it as like emphasis. Pissa is really how you say it. So my mom likes to say wicked pissa. You know, that word will just be my mom for the rest of my life. So this is a phrase, it's I'm all set. So I guess other parts of the country don't really say I'm all set. They say I'm fine, thank you, or I'm good, I'm fine. But I'm all set is used at like, it's kind of just like a, okay, we don't need to be speaking sort of thing, or like, you don't need to be helping me sort of thing. Like if you go to the restaurant and your waiter comes over and she's like, you need another drink? And you're just like, I'm all set. Or if you go into the store and they're like, oh, can I help you with something? And you're just like, I'm all set. Just, that's how you use it. This one was a shocker to me. A pocketbook. A pocketbook is a purse. Apparently other parts of the country do not call a purse a pocketbook. But I grew up with it being called a pocketbook. This one, I don't believe. Puritan. Now when I think Puritan, I think like the guys who walk around Boston Common pretending to be a colonial. You know. Them, but I think only like prestigious high-class individuals will be like those Puritans, because it's supposed to mean like teenagers. It's supposed to mean like people who are like below you and people who are like acting out of the ordinary and strange and being stupid. So like, oh, those Puritans, they're below my class level. Okie dokie. Okie dokie artichoke. Okie dokie means okay. Okie dokie. This is another phrase. So don't I. It means I do too. Or me too. So don't I. So don't I. It's kind of just something you say in an argument. Like, oh, I get all A's. So don't I. Here we say, what ya? What ya? And it's all one word. And it means like, what are you? Like, what are you doing? Or, what are you doing? What are you going to eat for dinner? What are you going to eat for dinner? That's what we say. Beantown. That refers to Boston, Massachusetts. But if you are from Boston, Massachusetts, or like the surrounding area, you don't call it Beantown. And honestly, I have no idea why it's called Beantown, because apparently there's something about beans in the past. But I don't know what it is. Just beans. Apparently baked beans or something. I don't know. I just don't know. Here's one that I don't say, but it is said very often, is cellar. A cellar is the basement of your house. I call it a basement, but a lot of people around here call it a cellar. So down in the cellar. Chowder or chowder doesn't refer to all chowders. It refers to New England clam chowder. So you'd be like, oh, I'll have chowder. They're not going to be like, oh, did you mean the corn chowder? You're going to be like, they want New England clam chowder. A frap. Now, I'm pretty sure fraps are all around the country since like places like McDonald's and stuff do fraps. But a frap to us is different to a frap to you because a frap to us is just a milkshake, and a milkshake is something different than a frap. But to us, like a milkshake where you are is a frap to us, and a milkshake is something different. A grinder is a sub. So if you come here and you ask for a sub, you actually want a grinder because, well, there are things that we call a sub, but you usually actually want a grinder. I keep clicking this pen, sorry. The next one is hang and bang. What do you think that means? It means to hang a right and bang a left. So when you're driving, you hang a right, or you hang right, for like if you're switching lanes, or you bang a left. It's a mass hole. A mass hole is basically a Massachusetts asshole. Self-explanatory. And we've got plenty of them. No sir and yes huh. So like when you're in an argument, you're like, no sir, and they'll be like, yes huh, and you'll be 100% serious. Even though when you think about those words, you're saying no sir instead of no, and instead of saying yes, you're saying yes huh, as if that makes it any more no or any more yes, and it doesn't. No sir, it doesn't. No sir, yes huh. A packy. A packy is a liquor store. It's called the packy. And I always thought it was because of like a brown bag, but that makes no sense because a brown bag has nothing to do with the word packy. But for my whole life up until this point, I just assumed packy had something to do with the brown paper bag that they put all of your alcohol in. I'm realizing that I was dumb. Yep. Don't die. Love you. It is sketchy. Sketchy just means like a place that's like something's going on, you don't want to go near it. Like the other day when I was outside McDonald's, shit was sketchy, don't go near it, stay away. If you don't want to get beat, you don't want to be in any sort of situation that you don't want to be in because it's sketchy. Or things that are just like gross, like, oh, that classroom is sketchy. It's candlepin. Candlepin refers to bowling. So candlepin bowling is little tiny bowling balls and smaller pins. As fluffernutter, fluffernutter refers to a peanut butter and fluff sandwich. And the last one is an elastic. See, this one bothers me because people don't say elastic everywhere. Elastic is a rubber band. Apparently people just call them rubber bands everywhere. But like if you're gonna put a rubber band is like the rubbery bands. An elastic is like the ones that you put in your hair. Or like, a rubber band is a rubber band. An elastic is an elastic. They are interchangeable words. But I don't get why other people would say other things. Like when people ask me for a hairband, I'm like, what are you talking about? An elastic? Do you want an elastic? I don't get you, people. I don't get you. Whatever. That's all the New England slang I have for now. If you guys have slang from other parts of New England that I missed, or if I got these wrong, and you say these around the country, tell me because I'm super interested in all that sort of dialect and all that sort of jazz. So, you know, just tell me. And, people should make videos of what their slang is because I'm super interested. So I hope you guys found this informative, and if you're ever talking to a New Englander and you're like, what are they saying? Remember, number one, wicked is a word we use to describe things. And number two, most importantly, a bubbler or a bubbler is the water fountain. So if we need one of those, we're probably pretty parched. So just remember, we're asking you where the water fountain is. Just send our little parched little butts over there. If you guys agreed with any of the terms that I use, like down below and leave me a comment saying things that I missed and, you know, just dialect that you use that you would think that I use that you didn't know the whole country didn't use, things like that. You know, I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, I hope, because I'm hoping this is working. Okay, I should probably go since this is going downhill quickly. I'll talk to you guys soon, and I am hoping to really start posting videos every week from now on since school's getting out real soon. So, I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome night. Bye! I'm gonna say that after everything, because apparently I think everyone says everything I say because I am self-centered.